not the biggest fan of new cars. In my entire life, I've bought 3. And 2 of the 3 I've had long enough till we put over 200,000 miles on it. Matter of fact, the car Dominique's driving right now, we bought brand new, and she's closing in on 250,000 miles on that puppy. Not a big fan of new cars, but sometimes you gotta at least get a newer car. Because the purpose of the car is get you from point A to point B. And if a car stops doing that, it's not achieving its purpose, and it needs to be replaced. Well, God had a situation like that. He established something that on the surface looked pretty good. It was called the law. And the law was designed to sort of get us to God. And Hebrews 7:19 says, though the problem was, for the law made nothing perfect. So a better hope was introduced by which we can draw near to God. See, the problem with the law was it didn't get you from point A to point B. It would help you with forgiveness of sins and all the rituals that were required for that. But because it was so temporary, because you just turned and break new laws, because your sinful nature just kept meaning you kept screwing up, you could never actually get into the presence of God. So the law system had to be temporary, and it had to be replaced. See, Jesus didn't come just to forgive our sins. Jesus did, through his death and resurrection, forgive our sins, but he also enables us to become the kind of people who can actually draw near to God. So we're not just forgiven, but still separated from God. We actually can come into God's presence. We can draw near to God. See, just by sacrificing lambs, God could get us forgiven. But he had to sacrifice his son to get us to himself. And so he did. And the next time you're doubting whether or not he loves you, remember that. And that's today's Jumpstart.